Taurus, for your April readings, I'm using the Rider-Waite Centennial Edition Tarot deck. I am pulling one card for each week with an additional crowning card that functions as either a supporting or opposing energy. And then I'll pull some advice cards from the playing deck, playing cards. So show me the energy for Taurus. What is the month going to look like for the sign of Taurus? Alright. This card is just, feels like there was a card that flipped over. I guess there wasn't. Yes, there was. I'm going to go ahead and put that one aside. Okay. First week, second week, third week, fourth week. Interesting. Some of you may be like on the cusp of Aries, Taurus. If you're an early Aries, because this card came up as the crossing energy for Aries, and I'm doing all of these videos in order from Aries to Taurus. So, okay, the first week, all I can say with this energy is like, you're feeling like you're in your head a lot, and there may be a little bit of like disorientation or confusion on what to do next. This is generally a card of like feeling stuck or feeling trapped, okay? And it's just with all of the thoughts in your mind feel a little bit overwhelming. There may be a little confusion about what it is that you want to accomplish or succeed. It's about success, succeeding. And this is also a card about like getting everything organized, right? So in order to move forward, you need to get organized in your mind. You need to come up with a plan, because it does feel like your thoughts are a little bit cluttered. Clear the clutter in your mind, and some of you actually may be clearing the clutter within your space, because as within, so without, right? So if your space is cleared, your mind is clear, and it can move freely, and you can sort of see what needs to be done next. But I feel like there's a little bit of confusion here the first week, and it's sort of needing to get clear. Okay, so I do see you sort of clearing the slate the second week. I don't always see the Ten of Swords being the worst card. I know a lot of tarot readers do. They see this as like backstabbing, betrayal, other people letting you down. But I see it as like an ending, or you changing your mind in some way. And when I see it right next to the Eight of Swords, I see that that feeling of like being stuck in your mind, that period is over the second week. Okay, so this, you have to sort of look at the surrounding cards, and you have very positive cards surrounding it. You have the World card, which is again about achievement energy. You have sort of an echoing here with the first week and the second week, which is like feeling stuck, you know, about what it is that you want to achieve and needing to get organized, but not knowing what your priorities are and how to sort of get them together. It's like you're sort of, it's a slow moving energy here, and it's not moving as fast as you want them to. You're going to be changing your mind about something. I think it's because you're clearing the clutter and you're clearing the slate, and you now have space to move. You now have space to move around. And I just feel like I almost see you like in your space, in your house or in your room or wherever, and you've got things now in their like you've put things in perspective. You've put things in their boxes. You know, you've put things in order, and they're in their appropriate sections. Now, this is also in your mind. It's also in your personal space, Okay, so that's how I'm seeing this play out for you. Okay, again, like you're going to have some sort of option come in here. You have many options actually. And there's still this feeling of like, okay, so I feel like this is kind of that energy again of like coming back to what do I do next? Now that you've got everything organized and you can have sort of this, you know, clear, clean slate and you're moving forward, you're able to move forward because you can see that, you know, there's room now to move. You've got options. You're going to be making a decision here. So, and I feel like this has to do with like changing your mind, because whenever you have the tens, like 1 and 0 really is 1 when you add them up like numerologically. So the end is also really like the beginning. So you changing your mind and being focused. Now you have an idea of what you want to do. When are you going to implement these actions? I see it being the 4th week. You have the Emperor, which is like taking control. It's about authority, rulership, you know, seeing what needs to be done here, making a decision and doing it. So this is like the actual action, okay? But like I also see you're balancing this nicely with rest. I don't feel like you're moving too quickly. I don't feel like you're moving too slowly. I feel like this is like a healthy pace. You're sort of doing the necessary preliminary work here with this of like getting organized in your space and in your mind and clearing that stuff, maybe changing your mind about the direction that you want to go or what it is that you want to achieve this month, prioritizing, clearing the space, allowing like something new to come in, seeing your options more clearly, and, you know, making that decision, you know, making that choice. You're not going to be hemming and hawing over it for a long time. You're going to say, this is what I want. You're going to be decisive. You're going to put it in action here, the 4th week. But I also see this 4 of Swords crossing it as like a period of rest as well. Very mental month for you. I feel like you're going to be really in your head a lot, and that may have something to do with the Mercury retrograde. So this card that sort of flipped over when I was shuffling, wanted to make an appearance, wanted to make a cameo. It's the 4 of Pentacles, organization. I feel like you need to organize your space, like doing a little bit of spring cleaning this month. This is like consolidating that energy, okay? And I do see that that's very important for you in order to move forward to the next project, is like needing to get things in order, needing to get things organized in your mind. See, this pentacle is on his mind, in your gut or in your heart here, and in the practical world, beneath your feet. You're sort of rearranging and moving things around, okay? Lots of things happening at once with this energy. This is about messages coming in, lots of opportunities. Again, I see that here with the 7. This is like the options card. And this is like the opportunities coming in at a very fast pace. I feel like this is telling you, because you need to sort of get prepared for like this 4th week here, where you're really going to be, you know, taking initiative and starting this new whatever part of your life, this new endeavor, whatever that may be. You'll know how that relates to you. But you're going to be taking a lot of action, and you can't be tripping up over things in your way. In your mind, it's like clearing, like, you know, clearing the list in your mind and clearing the stuff in your environment, because things are going to be really speeding up here. Okay, so I want to go ahead and pull an advice card for each week. Why not? Should be the advice for Taurus. I feel like this is it. Lots of people. Okay. So again, this fast-paced energy, and it's all really in your mind. This is also a Mercury card. Okay, it's Gemini, mutable air, Mercury retrograde. Some of you, I can hear you groaning on the other side of the camera here. It's okay. It's time to review and get rid of things that are no longer needed. It's time to get rid of the mental mind clutter. It's time to actually review, renew any sort of contract, any sort of plan that we had in order to really move forward, okay? When this energy sort of picks up here the 4th week. The King of Wands energy and the 6 of Wands energy is very wandsy. I said some of you may be on that cusp of like Aries, Taurus watching this. This is the Aries card, and it's sitting on top of this fire energy, fire sign. And I did get the same card for Aries, so some of you may want to watch the Aries video. But I also do see that, you know, whether or not you follow the tropical or the sidereal signs for your sun sign in March, you know, or April, excuse me, in April, some of you may be having a birthday. So it just depends on what, you know, if you consider yourself to, you know, resonate more with the sidereal coordinates or the tropical coordinates. Anyway, happy birthday. So this feels good to me as far as like having a new thing to work with. You might discover something once you either change your mind or change something around in your environment. You may find something to work with, a new thing. This is about planning, but it's like strategy as well, okay? So I see this as like having to focus on the mind because Aries rules the head, and this is an Aries card. So again, like getting out of your mind and getting more so in your body and like what's around you. So what do I do next? Well, what's the most logical step? Like, don't take 3 steps forward. Just go ahead and like do the next most logical thing, just 1 step at a time. It might be feeling a little bit overwhelming to you, but yeah, just what is the most logical step? What is right in front of you that you need to take care of? So sometimes it can be, we can overlook those types of things. 2nd week, you're going to be like planning, strategizing, re-strategizing something, okay, and letting go of any idea or any thoughts that you had to move this way. You're going to have that clarity of mind here, and now you're going to have something to work with. Okay, see, the energy is moving in. There's going to be something else that you're going to be working with. So, you know, getting out with the old, in with the new, really. And here I see the 3 of Wands, which is like enterprise. This is where the action is happening. You have that fire energy coming in here with the Emperor. And this is also Aries. So an Aries person may be, I keep saying that, and I'm sorry, but I feel like either you are acting that way, there's a part of you that is an Aries type, or you could be dealing with an Aries person because the Emperor is that major arcana aspect of the King of Wands here. So anyway, here's a collaboration. You're really planning for the future. Again, long-term plans, knowing what needs to be done and putting it into action. And there is a temptation here to kind of, you know, go back in your mind, and it's like, you know, you've moved beyond that. Okay, so this part about laying here and reviewing, I feel like this could be that opposing energy instead of a supporting energy. So it's time to move on. It's like time to do it, and don't second guess yourself. Do I need to, you know, reevaluate? No, you've done all of this here. Now you're going to be doing, okay? Really charging forward here. But again, just like that mental mind chatter, lots of information coming in at once. There's like that miscommunication as well, maybe with Mercury retrograde. You have communication and sort of maybe some frustration around that. The energy will get clearer towards the end of April here. So, all right, I think this is all that I wanted to say for this reading. So yes, this is what I see for that general energy for you Taurians for the month of April. I want to make a couple of quick announcements. If you are interested in a private reading, you can contact me either through my website or through my email address listed in the description box below. And also, in addition to the monthly sign forecast videos that I have been uploading, I would like to share that I feel inspired to begin pulling a weekly oracle card message, which will be applicable to all the signs. I think it would be beneficial to gauge the type of energy that is available to all of us for the week ahead. So, thank you for watching, liking, and sharing my videos, and for subscribing to my channel.